Howdy everybody, it is I, your Redstone Wizard, and I am here again today working on the garden project. As you see, I have done a little bit of work off camera, and I have come up with a reasonable pathway and design. So let's go ahead and take a quick peek at what we got going on here. So we do have our main big entrance doors. We've got one on either side, and then we also do have the little more maintenance doors. So let's check out the maintenance door pathways real quick. They are mirrored on both sides. So we come down the line like this, and then you'll have one line that comes straight out like this, and boom, down to the corner. And same thing on this side as well. We'll come over here and boom, down to the corner. But we also have the pathway that goes straight down into the maintenance room. And I think that we may end up doing one more path that just kind of follows around this entire bottom, just one wide, but we'll see. In here we have just small hallways that still need lighting up, but the flooring is all complete. We do have the larger pathways that go out to the bigger doors that come out of the top here. Whack that. And so the big pathway, one of the things that I happened to notice while I was building is that, you know, in a structure this large, sometimes you do get like one side that's longer than the other, and I did end up using circle generators for this, so we definitely know that it is 100% round, but we do have problems with just generally irritating issues, like the path isn't going to be perfectly symmetrical. It'll be mostly symmetrical, and you really won't notice much of the difference once it's all done. But see, once you get to here, you won't even notice any bit of difference. The only difference comes right here at the tippy top. But you come right down on through, and it is looking gorgeous. So, that's a problem. That's a problem. Anywho, I'll take care of that. When we come right on down through here, the pathway's looking gorgeous. When you look up this way, it looks reasonable. Now, what I do have to do now is we're going to be looking at some wall designs and some hedges and things of that nature that we're going to look at slapping on down here. Now, I did have one bit of detail that I was thinking about throwing a little bit of this green here around the white, because it's kind of a sharp contrast to go from one to the other, whereas this is a much more bearable change. So let's go ahead and just throw this back on here. When you're standing in the middle here, it kind of helps to define the circle just a little bit more and allows you to smoothly transition on a grass without, you know, killing your eyeball. So we'll go ahead through here and got a little bit more testing around to do with a couple of ideas, and I'll be back with you guys real soon. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so as you see here, I have actually been working a little bit on the underside here in order to try to get a little bit of lighting up in the actual garden, and I have created a start to the ceiling area, which you can see right there in the background, and then I'm lighting up the pathways underneath, and I wanted to bring you guys back at night so that you guys kind of take a look at how this shows up, but of course I get you during the dawn. So we'll come back and take a look at how this looks at nighttime. You can kind of see it a little bit before the sun comes up, how it glows. Now, I am not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing for a path design. I have a few different options laid out here in front of me. These are birch leaves because these are the ones that look the greenest in this area. I have some vines because I'm wondering if I want to cover it with vine. half slabs over the top of it so that you still have the ability to see the garden without actually, jumping over into it unless you have an entered area. But I don't know if I want to go with the sandstone, the stone brick slabs, the cobblestone slabs, the stone slabs, or if I might want to continue the dark oak. There's quite a few different options that are available. And if I'm being honest with myself, I'm really digging the stone look, as opposed to pretty much anything else. But I'm gonna have a conversation with Clutch and see, because she's gonna help me do the building. But it's definitely coming along, guys. We got a lot of progress so far, and we'll keep on plugging away. Alrighty, everybody. So, as it comes down to the dusk here, we kind of get to see the glory that is the lit up path versus the unlit path. And I definitely think that there is no question we're going to go ahead and light up these paths. Not only does it provide us with a significant amount of light up here, which of course helps prevent mob spawnage. But we are also, it's hidden lighting. It definitely makes the path easier to see at night. So as we come on down here, so we do have this one. You got a lit up path. It's in the unlit section. We did talk earlier in the video about which one of these to use. I'm going to go ahead and throw it in a poll. You should see here going on. What do you think I should use? I'm telling you though, I think that I'm going to go ahead and take these ones off the map just because I still need a ridiculous amount of stone and stuff for my castle project, so I may look at cutting out some of this and replacing it with other stuff. And I'm not sure I like the sandstone either. I may think about some different wall designs and hedge designs and things of that nature to kind of get an idea of what else I might want to do. And I'm looking at doing some pools. I'm thinking in this area, right over here, off the path, and over here, we can kind of act like this is a bridge into the middle of the pond. And I may even actually raise this up slightly, like as a bridge right here, where we can put some water in. One of the things that I want with this, though, is I do want symmetry, so there happens to be 4 of those sections. I'm going to need to do that in 4 different places, including over here, and things of that nature. So it may turn out differently than the way I'm envisioning it now, but I definitely foresee good things coming in the future here for this project. I'll be back with you guys here when I get a little bit more of this thrown in. Alright, so we're going to come back here from another cutscene to take a look at this pretty nifty design that I've got here for one of the pools that we can look at doing. And then I do have another design available for how these pools could look, stationed over here. So, with this one, it is a little bit smaller, a little bit more modest, providing a little bit more space in the back here. Now, I built this one over here, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oof, I like that one. But I do want a significant amount of space, kind of in this direction, to be able to set up, some custom trees and things of that nature. So we definitely want to be able to have room, but I don't feel like I cut off much, and I feel like if I was to put a custom tree in right here, it would probably, even make this better. So I'm leaning heavy towards this one. Guys, you gotta tell me what you guys think. I definitely think this one, garden number, I guess the video garden number 1 here, definitely looks a lot better. And you can tell here at night, they are pretty well lit up. So it works out pretty well, and I think that overall it takes up the space nicely. I think this is the winner chicken dinner. So we're going to look at what to do with a little bit more of these areas and how to kind of improve them, make them look good. But I'll be back with you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, we are back here, and I have gone ahead and decided to kind of design a little snippet. Now, for the most part, it is over here and nothing more, but we'll kind of get into that in just a moment. But as you see here, I've got some of this design coming on down here. The wall does continue pretty much all the way, and then over here we can kind of see the edge. Now, technically we have the ability to jump up over this, but I'm hoping people don't. We do have a nice view over here. Now, I would like to add in a splash more color into this area, so that's what we're going to do here together. I got a few lilacs, some rose bushes, and other things of that nature in order to help kind of bring in a little bit of color. We've got peonies, we've got some of the blue orchids, which personally are beautiful. We don't have many of them, but I like the look of them a lot. We'll go with them. So, now I do have some of these dead bushes in here, which are actually going to do fairly well in some areas if I can get them down, and pretty sure they go on just dirt. But we can go ahead and throw in things like a nice lovely lilac tree here, maybe sprinkle one back there. Of course, let's see if we can get a couple of rose bushes. Just off to the side, throw one in the back, throw one over here, throw one over there, peony, good old peony. Just get a little splash of color in these areas so they're not so bland. Maybe put one of these right where it's going to be visible everywhere. I do have a few of these white flowers to kind of just sprinkle in here as though this were, just a happy affair. And then, let's see, do we got any different ones? I think those are the ones I have at the moment. We do have some more of these azuettes, and I totally mispronounced that. But then I also have some of these lily pads to kind of go in the water area and get a little bit more kind of going on color-wise inside of here. We don't want to overdo it, but it'll be nice if we have a couple lily pads, just so we can get a sense that this is, nature. And, I think adding in just the little bit of color and kind of the texturing that allows us to have, that is looking pretty nice indeed. I think that, if I was to see this as a garden, this finally starts to feel like a garden to me. So, in order to get a similar look over on the other side, I do need to plant down a couple of different things. So, I did mention that in back here, I might want to do a bit more of a custom tree. And that is not too bad, ladies and gentlemen. Not too bad. And, I think, it's looking pretty nice. I may want to mirror the fountain on the other side as well, so I got two sides on that one, but overall, I think that working with this design will win me out in the end. I believe I want to change the walls in the sections that come down here to be maybe shorter walls, and I might actually use the cobblestone walls themselves, the real walls, in order to bring it down to these sections. That way you get a bit of a better view, because when you're coming up the main corridors, you do lose a little bit of the view, just because they are so high. But I mean, you get them a little bit here and there. So, this is where I'm going to leave you for today, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope that you enjoy the episode. I have to apologize. I have experienced a little bit of internet difficulties lately, which kind of cut the previous video that would have normally gone out on Wednesdays. Kind of just had to nix it out of the schedule, which I do apologize. But internet issues, it happens. But we appreciate you joining us here today to check out all of our lovely progress on our garden down below. And if you guys do have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section, and please do answer that poll. I hope you guys have a great one. Bye!